It is November 24th, 2025. I always have to stop and think. I have to visualize it. I have this little calendar at home. It's I got it at a garage sale years back. And it's a calendar that it's a metal calendar, and it has the months. I'll do it this way. It has the months, that you flip over. It's got a ring, flip them back. Then it's got the 2 dates. And then it's got the, what the frick? Month, day, and year. Is it the year? No, it's not the year. Month, and the 2 days. I guess that's it. No, day of the week. Month, day of the week. I don't even know what it is, but it's got the day of the week. Yeah, okay, so it's got the day of the, I had to visualize it. There's a day of the week, and then the 2 digits. The 2 digits for the day, the number, and then the month. I don't even know where I'm at. What difference at this point does it make? I'm living on my own timeline, living in fast forward. Need to rewind real slow. Okay, so now I want to play some music. Man. So I've got this calendar at home, and that's the only way I know. I have to, I stop and think because I never pay attention. Man, I'm gonna restart the video, and we're gonna do this again. No edits. Westwood doesn't do edits. All right, so yeah, I have to visualize in my mind what the day is, and so I always struggle at the beginning of the video. I think, 2-4, because I remember seeing it. Take a picture in my head. Wow, pictures of you. Okay, the crypto market is starting to move up a little bit. Well, anyway, I'm getting back from the parent-teacher conferences, for my daughter. I'm all spiffy and snazzy. I need somewhere to go. I'm all dressed up. Probably just go home and clean, do laundry, and all the stuff. I'm actually gonna go home and make some homemade mayonnaise. I've got some good tips from somebody on how to make them. Make it with boiled eggs as opposed to the raw eggs, which reminds me I gotta stop and pick up the eggs. Do that. Just timelines in my head. Okay, anyway, now I'm gonna make my own mayonnaise because my daughter loves deviled eggs, my dad loves deviled eggs, I kind of like deviled eggs too, and so I'm gonna be hosting a little Thanksgiving thing this week. I'll be making some deviled eggs and a big kettle of roasts and chuck roasts and all that. Anyway, but the deviled eggs, and my biggest concern was because my daughter wanted them the other night, and I'm like, okay, I'll make them. It's like 9:30 at night, and you want deviled eggs. Good thing I have them boiled and ready to go. Another good tip, I got an egg cooker, and that is a savior. I don't have to boil the water. I was so thankful. I was cooking the eggs today, and I thought about that, and thanks for the tip. You know who you are. This egg cooker, and it cooks 7 eggs, and you just put a little bit of water in it. Should put distilled water because you don't want to get the sediment and all that stuff building up on the hot plate. Anyway, cook 7 eggs. It takes a few minutes, not that long. Boils them up. You can do, depends on how much water you put in it, how done they get. If it's, light, medium, hard boiled, easy, whatever you want to call it. And it does it. What I've always hated is boiling the eggs in the freaking water, waiting for the water to get done, making sure, and the timing of it, I never get right. I'll forget, I'll set an alarm, and I'll be like, oh yeah, I'll go get it right now, and then forget, get a phone call, something happens. So the egg cooker, primo. Cook up 7 eggs, perfect. And since I've got them boiled, I'm gonna try the mayonnaise recipe. But the thing that bothered me the most while I was doing this, I made those deviled eggs, and I was thinking about making the deviled eggs now. Wow, what a ramble. Is that I don't want to use the shelf mayonnaise. I don't want to use Hellmann's or Miracle Whip or Kraft or all that crap because it's soybean oil. It's probably hydrogenated, just garbage, and I don't eat that stuff. And so, that was my big concern. And so now I've got plenty of information, some tips on how to make my own mayonnaise. And I don't know why I haven't been doing it in the past. Just things change. I got to reboot. I got to restart. I shut down. I restarted. I shut down, and I came back. And so now I'm doing things differently. And so yeah, I'm gonna make my own mayonnaise. It looks really good. Very simple ingredients. So I'm looking forward to that. That's what I'm saying. Nice and fresh and raw, and the local eggs with all the different colors on the eggs. It's pretty cool. Yeah, so I'm trying to eat as healthy as I possibly can, as close to nature and unprocessed as I possibly can. And so this is going to be a score. Just got to work on that sourdough mix, or sourdough starter, I guess it's called. You know, again, I should be doing this stuff and I'm not doing it. So, but I've got good people helping me, so that's good. All right. I was going to talk about the crypto market a little bit. I saw that it was starting to heat up a little bit. Bitcoin, you know, up to 88,000. Those are numbers in Cliff High's data. You mentioned it again. That was the old school number back in 2016, 888. He talked about that a lot. As far as, you know, once it crosses that threshold and tests it multiple times, you'll never see it again. And maybe in one of those instances right now, just a lot higher and a few more zeros, where it really starts taking off. Again, Litecoin, sound money for the digital age. Drink. Way undervalued. Got to look at it. Digibyte. I mean, those two. Got my Digibyte blue on, even though I'm in the silver slipper today. Man, I am just so bullish on those two coins. And the more I look at projects, the more that decentralization and that proof of work, that running network that just doesn't fail. Those things, those are very important going forward, as you got to think. Institutions want to get into this stuff. Yeah, they might play with some of these coins and pump and dump them, but long term, if you're going to hold a digital asset, you know, you want to put it into, or build on it, you want to put that energy into the things that aren't going to fail. Litecoin, 14 years plus running nonstop. Digibyte going to be 12 years nonstop in January. I mean, pretty big deal, just saying. Might want to take a look at them. Good stuff. All right, so yeah, Thanksgiving holiday coming up this week, and family coming together, talking about crypto, I'm sure. I don't know. Talking about a lot of things. But I think the markets are starting to normalize, level a little bit. So a lot of that fear trade's kind of coming out of it. And I hear the AI, you know, last week, oh my gosh, it's in a bubble. Now, oh, it's the future. It's this back and forth thing. But it seems like it's definitely moving forward. I don't know what's in store for us as far as economic resets, but at some point we're going to have to do something. I don't know how that's going to look. But I'm pretty sure that leading up to this whole 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence is probably going to pull out all the stops, you know, do everything they can to make it glorious. So we shall see. We'll see what happens. Got a few more people that have made their reservations and booked flights for a little gathering that I'm having. Pretty awesome. I'm looking forward to that. It'll be a good time. Get people together, you know, the lighthouse is on and calling the wandering boats home. Oh, it's just great. I mean, it really is. Choose your tribe. You know, you'll attract your tribe is really what it comes down to. If you know what you're all about and who you are, and you put out a message of truth, your truth, people are going to resonate with you and find you. Similar people. They just will. I've seen it in my own life. I mean, so many friends, that's how it is. You attract them. And I had a really, really good friend tell me one time, never recruit, always attract. And that's really, if we take that philosophy in life, don't go out and recruit people, don't go out and solicit people and try to bring them in and, you know, oh, you know, I think they'll be a good asset, you know, oh, I'm going to bring that person in. It's my mailbox, somebody hit it. The foundation is weak. Mail, okay, yeah. Okay, so no, never recruit, always attract. Because if you're out there recruiting, you might find people with a dissimilar mindset. Could be businesses, could be relationships. It's better off to just be you, be your authentic self, and put that out there and vibe with that. And you don't want people that don't like you. I mean, that aren't, you know, resonating with you. So why are you going to try and recruit those people and convince them that, hey, this is the better way, you need to come here, or that kind of thing. And again, just like relationships, if you're out trying to, you know, play a role, you know, you got all these apps and stuff. I don't know anything about it, but I mean, you know, you got all these apps where you've got people trying to go out there, and I'm not disparaging it. I'm just saying, this is just my journey, my truth. But you've got these dating apps where you're trying to find, you know, different people, you know, oh, we'll match up to different, you know, well, this is similar, you don't like this, you like this, and oh, we've got a match, you know, 95%. And then and then you take the pictures that are like, glamour shot it up. That's what we used to call it, old school. And you put that stuff out there, and you kind of create this narrative of who you are, and you're selling yourself, and you're recruiting somebody to, buy into that self, that portrayal, that image of who you are. And I don't know that it works. I mean, I do know that it works for some people. It has worked, and I know personally somebody that's worked for. But it's not my style, I guess. And I like that philosophy, that mantra of, never recruit, always attract. I mean, just be who you are, and people are going to resonate with you. And they might watch one of my videos and say, this guy's nuts. I can't hang with him. There's no way. And then other people will say, you know what, this guy's pretty cool. I can hang with this guy. And so you're going to attract the people that should be in your life. I mean, really, instead of going out and trying to find them and solicit them. And I think that, to me, that was always kind of a simple yet profound statement of never recruit, always attract. And people will come to you. You will attract people. It'll be magnetic, and they'll find you. You just put yourself out there in who you are, and people are going to, the right people are going to come into your life, and then it'll seem like magic. It's like, wow, how did that happen? How did that happen? It's because you're putting yourself out there, and someone identifies with it, and then they're going to come into your life. That's just what happens. And I just think that's a better method going forward. It's a more genuine, truthful, authentic way to be. Because we've all done it. We tried to pose and peacock up or whatever it is, to attract somebody or attract, friends or, whatever, be a part of the group. And it's like, why do you want to be a part of that group if you don't have similar experiences? Because it's not going to end well. You might as well put it out there in the beginning, and then everybody's on the same page and knows exactly, what you're dealing with. So, I don't know, just a little advice, I guess, or wisdom. I had a shirt on. This is $2. I mean, seriously, look at this. It's kind of nice. We got the haircut. I don't know. I mean, it's a little. I cut my own hair, and it's a struggle in the back. I mean, it really is. I've got the mirror in the bathroom, and I've got a handheld mirror. I'm holding it up, and then it's counterintuitive because you're looking at your arm with the shaver, and it's moving the opposite way in the mirror, and and I'm a little dyslexic anyway, so those things flip-flop on me, so I'm just like Hall of Mirrors. I don't even know what I'm doing. And I got to be careful or else, it's going to go right up and be cutting lines in my head. But hopefully I did a pretty good job. Didn't turn out too badly. I have to, chop at it a little bit with the scissors, if I see, this and that and blend it, like up here, well, that's going anyway. So, hang on to it as long as I can. I thought I'd be bald by now. I really did when I was younger because my hair is kind of thin. But now it's hanging on. It's hanging on. Maybe it's, if I make my own mayonnaise, that'll help. Rub it on my scalp. I don't know. But I'm trying to do things as healthy as I possibly can. My daughter's texting me. Oh, I don't know. Am I? Bro, are you going to get me? I don't know, sis. Am I? Guess I'll find out as soon as I stop the video. All right. So yeah, never recruit, always attract. Attract what you want to see, what you want to have in your life. And if you're dealing with things that are in your life that are, keeping you from your path, take a hard look at those things, and maybe you want to shed those and drop those anchors because that's what they are, and drop them and cut them and move forward. We don't have time at this point in history. We're here for a reason. I think we all came here at this time for a specific reason. And it's a big shift that we're going through. There, we don't have time to be messing around. We need to follow our path that we're supposed to be on. Do what we're born to do here. And don't be wasting time. Get out there, attract those people, find that tribe, find that group, and let's move forward and make this a better place. And that's how we do it. All right. Have a wonderful day. I love you all. And trust yourself more than anything. Absolutely trust yourself. All right. Have a wonderful Monday. And maybe we'll talk again tomorrow. Or I'll talk. And you'll listen. And probably talk to me. Yeah. Anyway. All right. Love y'all.